My name is Alyssa Bjorkquist, and my graduate thesis set out to document and compare perspectives held by informal science educators and animal care professionals. To guess, staff members in these two groups are a gateway to learning and also represent their career field and even science overall. While working within each of these fields, I saw how networks between the husbandry and education departments were critical to meeting our goals. Each group was hired for different reasons and held expertise unique to their fields, yet staff shared animals, exhibits, and even job responsibilities. I also witnessed how cohesion could be stressed depending on the pressures of facility-specific and systemic challenges. These cumulative experiences inspired me to investigate the similarities and differences between animal care and informal science education staff at two aquariums with respect to their career motivations, their educational objectives, and how they implement learning strategies with the public. Opportunistic data collection from surveys and one-on-one interviews also allowed me to compare interdepartmental relationships between each of my study sites. Motivations for entering and sustaining a participant's career path were not just limited to childhood experiences. Moments outside of traditional classrooms, such as recreating in nature or volunteering, combined to shape participants' views of how they fit into their vocation. Notably, 75% of participants, including all husbandry staff, cited an initial drive to contribute to academic research as a gateway towards their current career. Once working in their field, validation came from different sources, like developing unexpected emotional connections with animals or mastering a new communication technique. They also shared how stressors deter them from continuing in their line of work, such as increasing role expectations, lack of job or financial stability, and for animal care especially, a feeling of emotional captivity that comes from caring for vulnerable animals. When communicating with the public, both groups held outcomes related to positively influencing a learner's emotions or their knowledge base as a result of their visit. Informal science educators adapted their learning methods or topics by using question asking to inform their pedagogical decisions. Animal care staff reflected on their own experiences as a learner when working with guests, rather than using formal training. They also viewed their exhibits as implicitly communicating what collective conservation actions can achieve as guests browse galleries or social media. Both groups felt it was more important that a visitor leaves an interaction feeling validated for their curiosity rather than learning factual information, because those positive feelings can be a gateway to developing interest later on. They celebrated how productive interdepartmental partnerships can foster communication in different ways, but cautioned how conflicting messages can ultimately strain employees' connectivity. Despite maintaining roles in separate departments, animal husbandry and education staff appear to have more similarities than differences. This multi-site case study is limited in scope, but it offers enormous potential for how all levels of leadership can build enduring connections between two groups who frequently interface with the public. How informal science educators and animal care staff interact with others can take on unique forms and broaden our ideas about what it truly means to educate.